every movie has random trivia. And here at Trivial Theater, I explore some of these movies, and the random circumstances that make them the weird creations that we love. So, even though I've tackled sequels before, this is the first time I've done a film series back to back. I enjoyed Starcrash so much, I decided to give its sequel a try. I say a try because that's really all I can say. Strap in for 1981's Starcrash 2, otherwise known as Escape from Galaxy 3, or if you're feeling extra spicy, try the original Italian title of
Giochi erotici nella terza galassia,
which translates as Erotic Games in the Third Galaxy. On that subject, I wish I had translated it before viewing. Anyway, we begin with the same Christmas light-inspired starfield that greeted us in the original, where we meet the Space Emperor, whose crown is as aerodynamic as his fortress. Let me tell you that he's no Christopher Plummer, but what he lacks in that area, he makes up for with an incredibly wide range of expressions. Our story begins in the control room, where a gaming chair, shuffleboard table, and jukebox tell me that we're in a well-designed man cave. We're introduced to our main characters, Puffy Sleep Commander Lithian and Princess Bellstar, not to be confused with smuggler Stella Star. You see, the difference is Bellstar is missing half her outfit and has a well-placed pasty to keep things metaphorically PG. Stella Star was rocking a variety of leather bikinis to keep things PG. We find out that the Emperor's ship is under attack by King Oriclan, who rides around in a really familiar-looking hand-shaped fortress. More on that in a bit. Anyway, the Emperor forces Lithian and Bellstar to flee, and after an incredibly long and incredibly familiar-looking fight scene, his planet and fortress are promptly blown to hell. Oriclan has the amazing power of showing incredibly intimate moments on his control room view screen, and possesses a style that looks like a Ziggy Stardust ripoff. Bellstar and Lithian stumble through hyperspace and run across an unknown planet. Seriously, of all the mystical and cool places they could choose to go, they end up on Earth. Wow, that's really some creative writing. They land near a Neolithic hippie commune, where they are promptly stoned. But not in a good way. Straight up, I'm still not sure if the tunic-wearing natives are scared of pants or spandex, but they're really into getting revenge on these outsiders. After they get the point, Lithian saves a falling child, thus proving that they're not a threat. They're invited to the village where the huts look like fancy pineapples, and suddenly there was a turkey. We learn that Bellstar and Lithian don't understand food or water, and after getting some proper attire, which includes traditional high heels, we get this movie's attempt at slapstick humor via a cow. After Lithian gets his rocks off building a dam, we enter the erotic novels section of this movie, and we never really leave it. In fact, when the threat of attack is discovered, the commune commences with a festival of love, including way too much disco. We also learn that Bellstar and Lithian are immortal, and if they go the route of getting it on, they'll lose their immortality. Which of course they wouldn't risk because of the threat of Oriclan, right?
Well, we don't have to worry about getting bored. We did learn something from those people.
Well, there goes that theory. The Nookie Fest begins with the gents attempting feats of strength to win a night of passion with the lady of their choice. Some random guy wins and picks Bellstar, but she can only think of Lithian, and in the meantime, Lithian is hit with the same thought. They run to each other and get into a serious game of tonsil hockey. The writers then remembered that they needed to finish the overriding story, and laser beams rain down on the village. The head village guy uses reverse psychology to make our main characters leave.
And I am obliged to ask you to return to wherever you came from.
We have to leave. They want to destroy us, and they'll destroy you and your people.
If we go now, he'll follow us and leave you alone.
If what you say is true, then we cannot allow you to leave.
Back on the ship, tonsil hockey recommences, and Oriclan's intimacy camera shows us, well, a rather intimate view. He does ask the question that I'm guessing a good chunk of the audience can really get behind.
What are they doing?
He ends up capturing them, and after keeping his pimpan strong, he forces Bellstar to be his slave. Luckily, the power of love, or French kissing, or maybe just being hot and bothered, is enough to make Oriclan literally crumble. The other galactic leaders and their tinfoil hats are freed, and our newly minted couple return to Earth to enjoy a rousing game of tonsil hockey. The movie freeze frames on this shot, which sucks because they're gonna get dry mouth pretty quick, I think. I never thought I'd say this, but Escape from Galaxy 3 makes Starcrash look like A New Hope. There was actually very little information available about this movie, with the exception of the fact that the producer reused a shit ton of footage from the original movie, from the hand-shaped fortress to the numerous battle scenes. Starcrash and its sequel have very little in common. They were obviously trading on the name to pull viewers in, and And although it's not the first sequel to pull this trick, it feels a lot more disjointed from the original. So throughout this movie, I kept coming back to the feeling that I was watching an early 80s episode of Doctor Who. I know that's really specific, but it's where I found my head. There's something about the sets, costumes, and general acting that just puts me in that mindset. It's not a pro or con, just really more of a general observation. It felt like it was aiming for big things, but didn't have the money or perhaps timing to pull off what was called for in the script. And on the subject of script, the radical change in tone from fleeing an intergalactic overlord to partying down with the locals to having those 2 points smashed together at the end, it just felt weird. The one thing that made me continually laugh was the use of as many sciencey and spacey words as possible to describe things.
Turn on the laser barrier.
Repair the uranium vapor rockets. Use the hypersolar missile systems.
The hydrogen booster units are already at 6,000 megadegrees.
Use a megametric teleprobe and scan the whole eastern galaxy.
They don't know what psychoenergetic force is.
If I can recommend this movie for any reason, it's these, because they're an absolute delight. Escape from Galaxy 3 is actually a little hard to track down, and I really couldn't find a decent print, but if you are hell-bent on discovering this, then it's worth seeking out. Overall, if you're looking for a better experience, I'd say stick to the original. So what do you think? Suggestions for movies, trivial questions, comments, ratings, and a lead on a blueprint to turn my house into a decorative pineapple would be appreciated. Thank you so very much for watching.